the Android as well. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to be surprised if they actually just stick with this one because it's pretty simple. It's something everybody recognizes, so it's probably what's going to stick. But yeah, pretty simple, nothing too crazy. The first thing we're going to do is open up the app and test to see if the login music works, you know, the infamous login music that everybody knows. Hopefully my volume doesn't break. I turned it up quite a bit. So we open it up and we have the Jagex logo with the classic loading sign and music. There it is. Okay, it actually sounds pretty good. I'm just gonna turn it down a little bit. It's pretty loud. I have to say, it's actually very loud, but I'm waiting to see if it's buggy at all. No. Sounds pretty good, I gotta say. Not bad. Now I'm just gonna click out of the app just to see what happens with the sound, see if it goes crazy or not. Oh, it faded out, actually. That was pretty smooth. Now if we open it again. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of the app while it's running in the background and see what happens with the sound. Whoa. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, that's sort of weird. I'm not sure if that's just with my phone or if that's with the app in general, but yeah, that one hurt the ears a little bit. So the first time you load up the app, the checking for updates and everything will probably take a while. And then this green bar right here, the all game assets pre-cached, takes a while to load. It took about a minute last time, the first time I actually loaded up the app, which is obviously expected because it has to load everything onto your phone. Now, when you click on the world selection tool, when you click on a world, it doesn't actually automatically bring you back to the login screen. You have to select twice on your phone. So you click once to select a world and then click anywhere else on your screen to select again. I don't know why, but you really just click once, it selects the world, click anywhere else, and you're back on this screen. So I guess a little bit weird just to make sure you know what world you're getting into, I guess. Logging in is pretty simple. It brings up your keyboard on your phone as it did with the Android as well, but logging in, everything responds pretty well. And then we log in and here we are. We are on the iPhone playing RuneScape. Pretty crazy. It's pretty smooth actually from what I've noticed. When I watched the trailers, when I watched the informational videos that Jagex actually released on this thing, they said that it would run at 60 FPS on your phone, and so far I've noticed that it's pretty simple, so it does look pretty nice. When you click on the little iPhone thing in the bottom of your screen, the eye right there, it'll actually give you a small tutorial as to how to sort of play on your phone. So we'll just go through this really quickly. It says start mobile controls guide, so I'll click yes. So tapping is the tap gesture, pressing is the press gesture by holding down, obviously. Interacting with the NPC is the tap gesture, interacting NPC with the press gesture. Again, really simple stuff. You guys probably already understand what you're doing. Camera movement is just dragging your finger on it. Minimize world map, press gesture. Pretty simple stuff. I'll just go through this really quickly. And then the function button is in the bottom left corner will be things like dropping and selecting certain items. It's just a quick way to do it on the phone. So right here we have the keyboard, tap to drop and single tap. So if I select keyboard, every time I press that thing in the bottom left corner, my keyboard will pop up, which is my way of typing to people, I guess, in game. And then of course we have the tap to drop function, which is where we just tap on the item in the inventory and it drops to the ground. Pretty much the same thing as shift click on the PC or shift click on the computer. If you just click on it, it drops the inventory instead of you using it. And then we have the single tap option as well. So if you just click on something, all the functions will pop up, like use, eat, drop, for example. And then we can disable the function mode completely as well, which will get rid of everything that we just selected. So lots of different modes to choose from here, which is very, very nice. I'm going to test it out with some monkfish. So I'm going to go to my bank and then we're going to search for some monkfish. I'm going to withdraw 10 of them. So far, everything is working pretty smoothly. I haven't had any issues with my fingers. I don't want to have fat fingers. I'm a pretty skinny kid, but obviously my thumb just feels really big on this screen. Now we have the monkfish in the inventory, and we're just gonna spam tap on our screen and they all start dropping. You don't really have to be really precise here. You can just spam anywhere on your screen and they'll end up dropping at some point. So yeah, pretty smooth. And then we just click everything on the ground and pick it all up. So there we go. That works pretty well. I think I'm gonna go test out some skeletal wyverns just because, you know, they'll do damage to me, but they hopefully won't kill me and I can get some good hits on them and test out the drops there and eating and teleporting out and everything. So I'm gonna go see if I have gear for it in my bank and then I will continue recording. Now, one thing I want to test out really quickly is what happens when I just force quit out of the app itself by just double tapping and then force quitting out. So now I'm completely out of the app, and if I press it, will I still be logged in even though... Okay, so it's loading up. So it looks like that... I'm guessing what's going to happen is it's going to say that you're still logged in and you can't get back in. So let's see. So we're going to log in. Oh, so we do log in right away. Okay. Interesting. So even though I guess a force quit out of the app is the same thing as a log out. Hmm. That's pretty cool. I'm happy that it's like that. It's really how it should be, I guess. So yeah, good job, Jagex. Alright, now we have the gear for the wyverns. Let's go get some food and get the teleport over there. I think we'll just use the fairy rings. No, don't collect. Bank. Okay, cool. Let's get a super combat out. Nice. I'm just going to bring a Bruggen to restore, even though we definitely don't need it. I'm going to bring some prayer pots as well. I'll bring 4